We want revolution.
Bookmark links on standby.
Log online, fan page loaded and ready.
Player stats, loaded. Health check, go.
Weapons check. Eyes check, complete.
We have launched for the Informant podcast in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the Informant Podcast, your new source for information regarding Mafia wars from Zynga. Pistol Pete from Stockholm.
Live long and prosper.
And tonight I have with me Mig, Chainsaw Chester, Jana, Mig, Death by Gucci, and Jennifer, the Mafia Wars Loot Lady. So, hey guys, how's it going tonight?
Very good.
Good. Busy.
It has
Fantastic!
Fantastic.
I hope that wasn't sarcastic.
He hasn't gotten to the Ruby level yet on Brazil when he finds out he doesn't have enough energy to do one job.
His tone will change.
Hell, I need to finish Bangkok.
You better hurry up too.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen.
They
It's
bought
not going
you.
to happen.
They bought you a little
I
bit
got
more
3
time.
levels to do on 2 of them, so forget it.
Even though they kept it, do they still have the, what was it, triple mastery?
No, the
They have
5
double
times
mastery.
mastery.
5 time?
5
No.
times. Whatever.
That's gone now?
They still have the old city bonus, but the 5 times mastery that we got with the mission, that's gone.
Ah, see, Chester? Snooze, you lose.
Yep. He was too busy icing people.
No, he was too busy gifting parade balloons.
True. I've gotten many more of those.
I've got over 15,000 now.
It's funny when you log into your game and then all those stupid parade balloons show up.
Yeah, it's cute. Thanks,
And you're
Chester.
like, damn, Chester. I'm going to wait till I
Hey,
get
look.
10,000 and send them all back.
That's okay. I
I've
still
sent
have
them
all of your
back and it
brass mon-
backfires.
Yeah, all of your brass knuckles that I have. Yeah, don't forget that stuff. I can
Thank you.
surely outdo you in the gifting department when it comes to this.
I'm going to wait till you're all done. And then
Or actually,
I could give
use
you
them
the
to
limit
send-
for the next 40 years and not be done.
I know. God
That
help
is
me.
very true.
So I'm going to start sending these to my friends and having them send it to you as well.
Oh, great. It's beautiful.
Hey, you know, something I've been kind of surprised about, and I don't know if anybody else noticed.
What?
We're in
What?
the month of March, and besides the St. Patty's Day and the stuff we did with that,
And
Zynga
March
hasn't done
Madness.
anything with March Madness.
Did they
True.
last year? I don't
No,
think
but they didn't do Super Bowl last year either.
That's right, and they did Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, they could have had a March Madness combo event. What was that?
Kinda like the UFC or whatever the fighting thing was.
The Underworld Showdown. They could
Yeah.
have done March Madness.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Maybe they'll wait till like the Final Four or something like that too. I mean, I guess there's still time.
Maybe you just gave them an idea.
We saw the Texas-Arizona game. That was a close one.
Who won?
Arizona did, like almost down to the buzzer.
Now, that was the Wildcats, right? Not Arizona State.
Yes, Wildcats.
Oh, they
Yep.
suck. All right.
Yep. Well, they didn't suck enough to lose to
Yeah, they
Texas.
still beat Texas.
They
That-
beat Texas. So I got Ohio and KU in the finals. So we'll see what happens. See how lucky I get.
Do you want me to place a bet for you?
Sure.
Take it.
Yeah, right. put $1 on that because I'm not all that confident.
$1?
You know, she lives in Vegas.
Hey,
She can't-
I know I am a horrible bettor, and so
Oh.
like when I go to Vegas, I go with like $20, and that's all I'm going to spend, and that's all I ever spend. Because if
Wow.
I spend any more, I'd lose it all, and I'm the unluckiest person when it comes to stuff like that. So
You're going to get bored if you go with Jen then.
yeah, I know. So
If they ever
Yeah, I
have
mean, I'm just like you, Pete. I'll take $20 to $50, and then that's all I'm going to spend. Well, I'll jump on the nickel slots and be there for like 4 days straight, so it's cool.
I bet, too. I can see it. In fact,
Well,
I think
now
I've seen a picture.
Now that I play Mafia Wars, if I am going to gamble, I always say, well, I could buy reward points with this money. And so I
so
don't
sad.
put as much in.
so you're
I know.
double gambling.
Well, then if I win, I say, oh, well, I can buy reward points now. But then if I lose, it's
You still
not.
buy them.
No.
Which you do. Maybe just not.
You
as many.
gotta get those screenshots.
It's only for screenshot and research purposes.
That's right.
It's her story.
It's my story.
Oh,
right.
Pete, what's going on in Stockholm?
We've been catching up with Brazil. Got a couple of our Spocklets brought up to date with that. Robber and specifically repeat job
Yay.
have been tested with Brazil and seem to be working just fine. We're working on Crafty Little Helper to do the Brazil properties, so that'll be coming up. There was a Experienced Energy bookmarklet that was released as Martin was doing some research. That's out on the page. It's a real simple one. It's not anything really fancy like the one that Joika has put together, so I'm sure he'll have his updated before too long too.
Have you talked to him about that?
Haven't, but I'm sure he'll probably get his updated as well. The Robber Redo is not quite ready for Brazil yet because we're still trying to decipher some naming conventions on the properties, so once that's done, then we'll get that back out too. The drop rates on those precious items and stuff like that seems non-existent.
It's 0 right now.
Yeah.
What
And
happened to
even
them?
if you get Robber Redo to go, you can only rob one precious gem from one person. So if you get the one, you can't go back and try to get more.
Right, but even that, I mean, your scout's supposed to point out the ones you can get these gems
The scout
from,
doesn't work yet.
and the scout doesn't even work.
No.
Yeah.
What a pain.
And what I think it is, I think nobody really has these items yet. You get them from collecting your properties and the daily take, but I don't think it's enough to be where they're going to show up on your robbing boards.
I wish I had jumped on robbing when Brazil first came out, because there were several people that got to vaulting it pretty darn quick.
There was a glitch. It was, instead of the beach collection items dropping, the precious good items were dropping from jobs, and they're not supposed to. So for a small period of time, a lot of people were able to get enough and vault them, but they took them away.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not sure what they did for people that actually vaulted them. I don't think they did anything.
I'm still kind of torn about how I feel about the robbing of the precious gems. It's almost
I don't like it.
I don't mind it, but it's almost like I think you should be able to at least vault it one time and then the robbing kicks in. Because you're going to have a lot of people that aren't even ever going to be able to get it the first time because they're going to have all their stolen. It's almost like if you get one, you should at least be able to always hold on to one
You
until
can
you
always
get it
hold on.
vaulted.
They're not gonna. There's a rule that if you only have one, that can't be robbed.
Well, you mean one individual item, or you mean
Right.
one of each item?
No, one individual item.
Yeah, see, I'm proposing that they should have one. You should be able to keep one of each item,
Yeah.
I agree.
at least until you vault the first time. After which, anything is fair game.
Yeah.
Because you get a player that lucks into finding 2 items, let's say, and now they had the second item stolen. Now they're starting back almost from 0 again.
Right, and Wesley, the customer support manager, told me that the collection is meant to be very difficult to vault.
Great.
So,
Well, I know that looking at the stats you get from it.
So I think we're going to find when we do get some of them, they're going to be stolen pretty quickly. But what you can do is there in one of the Brazil crew bonuses, you get an 18-hour protection of your property, and they're not supposed to be able to steal it during that time frame. However, not all those bonuses are actually working like they say, so it's hard to tell what's going to happen.
All right, well, that's all I've really got for Spockholm, was just those couple of Spocklets that we've gotten updated and supported for Brazil. So what do you got going on in the game there, Jen?
It was all about Brazil last time, and it still is. We have a lot of work in front of us, and I think people that like to finish stuff are busy working on Brazil, and then boom, out of nowhere, we get a gifting event, and the kind we all hate and we're all sick of. But it was for St. Patrick's Day, the Fighting Irish, and we gift broken body parts, like an arm, a tooth, and a nose. So that's annoying, but it's not that difficult to get done. It's just going to take away from Brazil time. And then just as you accepted that as your fate of something to do, we get a pop-up with another newspaper. And the Neo Imperium is going after New York and Vegas. So now everybody thinks that New York and Las Vegas are going to close. I don't think that's true, but a lot of people are pissed off about it, and they're saying they're going to quit if that happens. And I went through and did the mission, and what I was seeing why I was doing it were the characters and the boss were from Manhattan. The boss you fight twice is Guy Domino, and he's one of the bosses in the Manhattan version that's only on one server and not many players have it. So I would think if anything was going to be shut down after this mission, it would be Manhattan. That's just my theory. It's so much going on. So we got a mission, a gifting event, a brand new destination that we're still trying to figure out.
Well, no, wait a minute. Now you just said that you think that the next thing that's going to be shut down is Manhattan?
I think it's possible.
I said if they're going to shut something down after this mission and continue the Neo-Imperium storyline, it would make sense that that would be Manhattan.
I can't find Manhattan anywhere.
Well, you won't.
You don't
It's only
have it.
it's almost like the old days when people had rackets and people had properties. Some people have a city called Manhattan. Very few
Instead
people.
of New York.
And
But
what
if
they
you
maybe
finished
do.
New York before, right?
No, only new accounts got it. So during the time frame that it was available, if you were a brand new account, a specific number, like a very low number of players got a Manhattan instead of New York.
Okay.
And now there's all kinds of problems due to that because the people with Manhattan
Can't do certain
they
jobs or
can't do
complete certain missions.
because they don't have New York. Now customer support will let you switch that. They will let you go from Manhattan to New York, but not vice versa. And I really believe that will probably shut down if anything does.
So that's
Well,
what
now
they'll
here's
do.
the thing that I want to know is that what did Manhattan get that New York didn't?
Remember we talked about those bonus items?
Yeah. Now is that part of the things that people actually got?
They was showing up in our inventory if we did have New York, but it didn't do anything for us because it was redundant.
Right.
But players from Manhattan don't have the Golden Throne. They have some kind of helicopter instead.
Exactly.
So it's just
I was just making sure that that was the same thing that we were talking
Yeah.
about.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
And they may keep it. I don't know, but that's just my guess. But if you
Yeah.
have Manhattan and you don't like it and you'd rather have New York, you can contact customer support and they've been authorized to switch it for you. But you can't ask for Manhattan if you have New York.
All right. So what else we got going on, Jen?
Well, the last thing we have is they finally added a way to help Japan within the game. When the disaster first
Strike or the disaster first struck?
When it first hit, there were
when
7
it
games
first happened,
that
yeah.
were giving out an item, right?
And now there's a way to buy a loot item in the mass marketplace called the Japanese van.
Yes.
And 100% of the proceeds will go to the Direct Relief International. And that will be in Zynga's name, and it will be donated to this cause. So if you buy one of them, you will have helped.
And if you're ever going to buy one of these things, this is a
Right.
beautiful one to get.
And none of
I got
us
it.
would ever say buy marketplace loot items, but this is worth it because it's a great cause. And it's a very excellent armor item.
Yeah, it didn't hurt my stats at all.
No, 101, 125.
Yeah, it was
So
beautiful.
help both your attack and defense.
And you're helping Japan, which really needs it. So,
And you feel good about doing it. So
definitely.
No, you're actually helping the people of Japan.
Which, yeah, well, in Japan.
they need all the help they can get. That's horrible what happened over there.
Yeah. And it's ongoing too, so they're going to need a lot of help.
I know, it's just gonna, it sounds like it's getting worse.
Yeah, it's going to get worse before it gets better, unfortunately.
Yep. Got a long
Hopefully
road.
we can prevent those reactors from melting, and
So everybody get yourself a fan.
it's a pretty fan too. I like it.
Oh, God.
It's
Chester's
not
got
very
several.
manly, but I like it. I bought 2 of them so I could have one in each hand when I fight.
When she gets her ninja skills on.
That's right.
Thanks, Jen. We're going to go to a commercial and we'll be right back.
Hello. Welcome to Trader No-Go's.
Hello, Trader No-Go. I would like to trade my New York Diamond set. What can I get for that?
New York Diamond set. They know New York Diamond set. Do you mean New York Diamond ring?
Yes, please.
Oh, so low level. So low level. Level 8? You make Trader Go laugh. That's hilarious. Maybe if you put like Hope Diamond on top of it, that'd be interesting to me. You got other offer?
Well, I could throw in the whole set of rings. Please, I really need a good trade here.
Oh, let me think. I don't know.
Could I get a cold embrace?
A cold embrace?
Yes, please. That's a fair trade.
No. What you need a hot locket.
For my diamond ring?
Yes. Beautiful trade. Very nice, elegant. Heart locket. Has pretty picture of dog on front. Kind of look like, Mr. Hot Sauce. Very nice dog right there.
What kind of shop are you running here?
I run my shop. This is Trader No-Go's.
No trade.
No, you don't tell Trader No-Go no trade. Me tell you no trade.
I'm gonna have to keep my ring. Thank you.
Quit wasting my freaking time, lady. Trader No-Go, always open.
Welcome back to the Informant podcast. It's time for the family life with Miggs Chainsaw Chester. Hey, Chester, I'm guessing you had a war this weekend.
I did?
I don't know. That's what I heard, but I haven't seen you around much.
Oh, God. Yeah, so we've been working on St. Patrick's mock war, and we've had almost 1,800.
Yeah, it's been
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. So it's not as big as the first one that we did.
but pretty close.
It is pretty close. It's like, what, 400, 500?
Well, there was a lot of duplicates last time. I think we're actually very close.
Exactly. There was. And I tell you what, this one was almost 100% error-free.
Mm-hmm.
If it wasn't for that damn server monster that Pete had,
Yeah, it kind of came out.
I love
yeah,
it.
so for those of you who don't know, when it started, you guys basically overloaded the server.
We
you,
rock.
you guys were hammering the crap out of it. And poor Pete was there cursing the old server monster. He had to put it down and add processors and get it back running again, and it didn't want to come back to life. So he had to go back and go clear. And,
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of test time. You know, we came off the last mock and immediately started writing, to have this one available for this one. I'll get sort of technical. I didn't get some indexes and stuff like that on the database that made the queries and stuff run faster and smoother, and so afterwards it's been running like a champ. I mean, the people are just loving the war machine.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody say they don't like this.
Yeah.
No, and
for
all
that
the
techno
families
jargon
want it.
he was talking about, just hear this. Wah, 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 wah. That's what everybody else heard about it. But yeah, everybody loves this. The War Machine is doing great. We have some more enhancements that we're going to be working on, right, Pete?
Yeah. Oh, and we've added some as we've gone along. We put
I've
up a
been watching.
leaderboard.
Beautiful.
We put up a leaderboard so we can see the people that have iced the most, that have killed the most, and have red iced the most. And so it's actually created a lot of friendly what do they call it? Competition. Thank you. And it's really got some people to really step up and try to do even more playing the game. So
Everybody wants to be number one.
That's right. Yeah. Or at least make it on the or at least
On the
make
board.
it on the
You want to
leaderboard.
be on the board.
Yeah. So we got top 20 of those 3 categories, and it's been really interesting to see people really pushing it pretty hard to get up there.
The Skype rooms have been crazy. The competition in there is out of control.
It really is. It's cool. Now, who's got a stat on how many ices and kills have we gotten?
There have been a total of 31,399 total ice kills and red ices.
Nice.
The teams were divided into the Kilkenny Killers and the Plastic Patties, and the Plastic Patties had 10K approximately kills, ices, or red ices, and the Kilkenny Killers held true to their name. They're at 20K.
Oh my God,
kill.
it's slaughter.
Absolutely double. Now, here's the thing that people don't know is that they just thought that using the online version would get their ices and kills tabulated, but that's not how it runs. The War Machine has to be open in your browser, and then as you go through and kill people, then it'll automatically tally those. But if you don't have it open, it's not going to log it.
That's correct.
So there's about 40 or 50 that I've done that it hadn't logged. Actually, there's about 10,000 that I did that it logged.
Yeah, and that's true. I mean, if you fight off the manual fight list, which, remember, the thing we made available in this mock was the same. You could fight manually or you could fight with a bookmarklet, whichever one you wanted. If you fight manually, then those ices aren't caught because there's no way for us to know it. Where if you at least had the bookmarklet open, and even if you didn't use it for the fighting, which once you've seen the bookmarklet open and you'd be questioning yourself why you're not using it for the fighting, then at least it would capture your ICEs that way. So
because I don't think that we had this many ICEs and kills in the last one. I really don't.
I don't think so either, but we had no way of tracking it, so who actually knows?
I tell you what, Jana's really been irritating me.
Because I've been beating your butt.
Yeah, not. Maybe in your, dreams. But,
totally.
Yeah, but she and I have been arguing about who's got the most ICEs and kills, who's the best one, and she thinks that who's the best.
I am.
Jana.
Yeah.
Women roll.
Mm-hmm.
Boys drool.
Game. Yep.
Yeah. So on that note, I'm going to throw out the gauntlet.
Oh.
Our next mock, guys versus girls.
Oh, it's on.
You lead the women. I'll lead the men.
Oh, Jen, this is so on.
And you're going to do something to my ass, but it ain't going to be beating it, honey.
Oh, I can't wait for this.
Women Mafia Wars players are far superior.
Yeah, and we would love the chance to hand it to the men, so bring it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bring it.
So I'm just so that all of you know, I'm not being a male chauvinist pig. Okay.
He's just being himself, y'all, okay?
He's just being a pig. That's all.
That's right. I'm one of those stupid error pigs.
He's a balloon.
Report him.
God, no.
So a balloon pig.
Mm-hmm.
This will be fun.
I'm a
Okay.
pignata.
It'll be a lot.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna.
It's all
gonna be, yeah, I'm the pignata. That's what we will be. We'll be the pignatas versus the parade balloons.
Oh yes.
No, but that's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna have a friendly one, but it's a challenge.
Okay.
Guys versus girls. Now, the way that I was looking at this is because 73% of the people in this mock were male.
Well, given the women a chance to hand it to you, we're going to dominate.
Yeah. We don't even need the numbers. We just
I have to say that the person that holds right now the title for the most ICEs and the most kills is a lady.
Woman. Thank you, Rebecca.
One psycho lady.
Yes, she is, and she's on my team because we've already talked about such a beautiful topic.
Yep.
So,
see, now you're cheating already. You're already out there.
It was just a hypothetical idea, a dream other day to hand it to you boys. So here we go.
So what are we going to wager on this?
I'm going to put some thought into that. I don't want to jump the gun on that one.
All right, there's our next contest. Figure out what we have to do.
Yep.
And nothing about me pulling a tank, okay? I'm not going to be running down the street naked and crud like
neither
that,
am
okay?
Okay, this will be good.
All right, so that's going to be the next one. It'll be after the other mocks that we're also helping support, which is the one for Japan that's out. We're also going to be having another mock to support the parents of Maddie.
Yes.
As we talked about, was it the last episode?
Or the episode before, but yeah.
Yeah, the episode before, we talked about Maddie Melton passing away. He was the 10-year-old child who had battled cancer for many years. Even though Maddie's gone, the Bills aren't. And what we need to do is band together and help that family out a little bit more. Because not only have they lost a part of their lives, their son, they now have these bills that they still have to pay. And so what I want to do is I'm going to be working with Sin, the family Sin, and I'm going to work with Zynga, and we're going to sponsor another mock. It'll be, I don't know how fast we're going to get this next one out, because I do know that the one for Japan is coming out really quick. And I want to give everybody time to relax in between our mock, that mock, and the next one that we come out with. Well, I've got a shout out.
Do you?
Yep.
Let's hear it.
To the Kilkenny Killers.
Yes.
All of you. You made me proud. And I absolutely feel bad for the plastic patties. Y'all unfortunately got destroyed, but it was cool. So I enjoyed it. Thanks to everybody who participated in the plastic patties as well as the Kilkenny Killers. I do appreciate all of your time. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. I hope that this one was much more error-free than the last one, and that and that you join us for the next mock that we're going to do. And my Miglets, Jennifer.
I want to give a shout out to Lynn Deanne, who is the Mafia Wars Guide Master on the Zynga forum boards. And she's also a member of the PAC, and she's been doing a really good job of keeping everything organized and posting updates on the forums. You know, a lot of us are really busy and we don't have the time to do that, and she's done a great job.
Cool.
And Fiona has too.
Yes, absolutely.
You know, and they're on the forums a lot, so it helps everybody on the PAC to hear feedback from them. And
yeah, they work really hard.
They're in an official capacity on the forum, so I think that helps give the post more credibility than when a player tries to say something. They don't seem to get as flamed as much.
That's good.
Yeah.
Jana.
Well, my shout out's going to be Plastic Patties. They didn't whine a lot, and that was really good because it's been a rough weekend for them. Alex from Mafia War Autoplayer gave out some great giveaways, some T-shirts and stickers, and I really appreciate that. And Mike Nestor has given away a bunch of his own loot and giveaways this weekend. And just everybody from Informant that helped, and everybody from PAC that helped out with this was a lot of fun. That's my big shout out.
Sparktonian.
I want to give a shout out to the media crews that have helped spread the word about the mock and got the numbers up. Mystified, John with his Facebook Zynga podcast, the Irish Kid with the Mafia Wars wiki, Bossy Don with Top Mafia Info, just everybody, and I'm sure there's others, and I'm just naming just top that's coming to mind, but everybody that's gotten the word out there about the mock.
Hey Jan, is that a wrap?
That's a wrap.
Hey Jen, where do you think they can find us?
They can find us on the web at informantpodcast.com. You can also find our fan page on facebook.com/informantpodcast.
Or you can leave us an email at tip@informantpodcast.com.
Hey, I think you can also find us on Twitter at InformantPod.
And you can always leave us a rant on our rant hotline, which is 707-847-6852, 707-TIP-6852.
You have been listening to the Informant Podcast, the place where family is first.
I wanna cause, get 'em crashing to the